Good day. In my previous video I picked up the car from Dyno. The tuner ran into some issues. One of them is the brake booster, and the other one is the coolant. The engine is not capable of keeping cool. It's running hot, and even at idle temperature it's like constantly rising slowly and surely. So I have two things with this coolant stuff thing, which I'm gonna try. So this is what we're gonna tackle first, I think. So I have new thermostat. The thermostat sits kind of behind. You can see this wire, and you see this bolt. That's the top bolt, and then there's another one. There's another one underneath, and behind this is where the thermostat sits. I will try to loosen these two bolts without taking out the alternator, which sits like perfectly in front. We'll try to do it without, but I'm gonna detach this the cable, this red cable, just to make it a bit more easy for me. I think I'm gonna call it a day. This is how the car sits at the moment. This is it for today. I will continue, maybe not tomorrow, but yeah, you will see it in a second. Yeah, welcome to another video. No, not another one. The rest of this video. What is this? Right, so in the previous part, kind of part one, for me it's now been several days, almost a week. And on the previous video, there was two people commenting on the video, and one of the comments was, the first one was about the brake system, the problems I had with the brake system from the previous video, which was like, in short, brake pad had constant pressure on them. So the comment also in short, the comment was like, the rod from the master cylinder was probably too long, so the brake paddle, even when the brake paddle was like fully released, so to say, it still had pressure to the brake master cylinder. This made a lot of sense when I read it, and so I really appreciate it. It helped me, like, everything made a lot more sense after I read this. Unfortunately, kind of, when this comment was written, I had already built the system, like, well, built, not this, the system, the brake master cylinder and the brake booster. I had already switched from the A6 C7 to the GTI one, the Mark 1 GTI, which I had previous. So now I have the GTI one, and it works fine. I'm gonna keep the other one in case I will not rebuild again, at least not for now, but I will have it in the future. And I think probably I will have to maybe cut the rod. There needs to be some modifications, some cutting or something, but again, really appreciate it. The other comment I also got, I got one comment for each problem I had. The other comment was about my radiator, and also I appreciate it very much. Everyone who wants to give me tips and tricks, anything. I found out what the problem was with the heating, with the heat problem, and it was the thermostat. I changed the thermostat, and as you probably already saw, I forgot what I was filming in a few days ago, which is in the beginning of this video, but I think I filmed it. But this was also before the comment. Maybe will repeat myself a lot or not at all. Anyway, my point is I appreciate the comment, and the problem, if I didn't mention it in the first part, was the thermostat. And so after these two problems were solved, what I have been doing, which I have not been filming, is of course mounting this all other brake booster, master cylinder, and I have been doing some wiring in the car. So now the lights are working, like brake light, driving lights in the rear, brake lights, indicators in the front and in the rear. Actually, I will show you the indicators in the front because they are kind of, it's not the best solution. Well, it works, but I have indicators from a motorbike in the front. So yeah, and this works, and even the wipers works now. And I have all of this on this, not pad, but on these different switches. I'm gonna show you in a second. And even have the indicators working on my gauge, motorcycle gauge. So here I have indicators, left, right, lights, driving lights. Like I have this one button is for like driving lights, front and rear, but only like parking lights in the front. So, and then I have another separate switch for driving lights, sort of. So this is kind of all the lights without the driving lights in the front. It's this one. Then I have wiper, 2 speeds, one slow and one slower, ignition and start. And this is my gauge. I don't know how much I've been showing this previously, but this gauge I got from eBay many years ago. It cost me at the time like 230 kronas, which is about maybe 23 euros, and it works perfectly fine. You know, it's from China. It had no wiring schematics, and there was only one like kind of document in this, and it was in Chinese. It's working, like it's what I need. I didn't expect it to work at all, but now I have tachometer, and I can wire up speedometer also. I had used this when I had the VR6, and then I had wired up everything, but I don't have, at the moment I don't have the schematics for, I haven't found the schematics for which wires from the gearbox, how to wire them to get speed from this. So, but I will find it, or if any of you have this, please DM me or write it in the comments. Should be 3 wires. One is ground, I guess. One is 12 volts and one is signal, usually. Probably the one pin in the middle is a signal, I don't know. And anyway, maybe I can show you this. So this light is constantly on, There is no wire for this, so there is no way of turning it off, maybe other than putting a tape on top of it, like inside here or something. I haven't done it because I'm afraid if I starting to get inside of this, everything will break. Indicator. And it blinks fast because I have LED indicators in the front, so I should have some resistor or something. I will show you how they look. So these are the indicators. As I said, they are from like motorcycle. So they blink orange, and that's all I needed. So what I actually was going to talk about was also how can I, like so maybe. So yeah, now the heat in the car, the coolant is keeping like a steady level. It goes up to 93, about 93, 94, and then it stays at this temperature at all time. I haven't been pushing the car in any sense. I've just been driving it around like this area, and the heat stays as it should, like at about 93, 94, maybe even 95. But then it stays there. Previous it was very warm, and I tried to put the old thermostat. I boiled water, put the thermostat in a cup, poured the boiling water on top of it, and it didn't even open slightly. So I'm sure this was the problem. So thank you for the comments. Thank you for help, and till next time, bye.